What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Valenti Vod. We're watching some of this fucking Jubilee Sam Seder taking on, what is it, 20 Trump supporters take on Sam Seder. Oh, God, poor Sam. And right now, I've been watching this. We're live right now. This is what we do. We go live. You could always watch me make these videos live. And there's just one fucking kid, this kid right here. There's this one fucking kid who's making a fool of himself. He's making a fool of himself. And I figured while I was watching, this is fucking crazy, so I ought to just start it up. We're not even going to watch the whole thing. It's an hour and a half long video, but before we do, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, donate $7,000 to the channel, buy some of this sick-ass merch. We've got the Valenti Videos merch in the store, and a 20% off discount for Ground News. That's how I, parse through the bullshit and come to my own conclusions. But without further ado, and you can become a member for $5 and get early access to these videos, plus other benefits. Let's watch this from this moment. This kid just brought up combat. Oh my God, he brought up fucking combat.
Because children are being stripped away from their parents.
Own children? Children are being stripped away from their parents?
Yes, due to AB 954.
Also, real quick, we pulled this up. I know it's ChatGPT, but I pulled up the actual bill, and it was so fucking long that I needed the layman's terms. AB 954, to summarize it, AB 954 is aimed at improving access to care and services for people with disabilities in California, making sure that they are treated fairly and get the support they need. So again, I don't know what the fuck this kid is talking about.
They've now included gender identity as a premise to remove and strip parental rights for children who maybe they are rejecting their gender ideology.
So, but you'd be okay with parents who agree with their children's doctors to provide gender-affirming care?
I do not agree with that. Do you?
I do not agree with that.
I believe that parents and doctors can make the...
Yeah, I believe that the people who should be allowed to make those decisions is the combination of the parent, the doctor, and the child. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also, guaranteed, this guy probably thinks that there's fucking 9-year-olds who are getting their junk sliced off. He thinks that there's like fucking sex changes going on for children. There aren't. That's illegal. It's federally illegal. There have been a handful of cases where children under the age of 18 have gotten irreversible sex changes. And every single case, the doctor was charged and arrested because... that's illegal. Gender-affirming care is not illegal. That is good. It lowers the suicide rates among children with gender dysphoria, right? So you give them gender-affirming care, their suicide rate plummets. That is agreed upon by 99% of all scientists across the fucking planet. Regardless, science means nothing to these people, so.
Those decisions... with the kids,
if a child can't smoke, drink, or have sex before the age of 18, they should not be able to consent to a sex change. Now, in terms of a DEI initiative,
yeah, he said it. They can't get sex changes. They can't, even with parental consent. That doesn't fucking exist. Oh, Jesus.
DEI initiative. The reason why there's military bans on trans women and trans men is because they do not have the ability to cooperate at a mental capacity when they're constantly undergoing hormone treatment, as well as depression pills, as well as...
Oh, this guy doesn't know that all of our fucking soldiers are on pills, bro. They're all on drugs, okay? Some of them are even mandated by the military. Like, you don't have a fucking choice. My dad told me that when he was in Vietnam, they had a fucking mason jar full of amphetamines just waiting in the hooch. And every time you had to go out on point, you just took a handful of these amphetamines and dropped them in your pocket to stay up for 3 days fucking straight. Not to mention all of the opium and fucking weed that our boys were smoking. What do you think they're doing guarding the opium fields for the CIA in fucking Iraq, you dipshit? God damn, I can't explain this shit.
As different mood stabilizer pills. And so when you go out to combat, do you really think you're going to bring an ice cooler pack with your, whether that be hormone, estrogen, or whatever it may be, while
what
you're
a
about to shoot?
Stupid... wait, did he just pretend to hold a gun? I gotta see that again.
They do not have the ability to cooperate at a mental capacity when they're constantly undergoing hormone treatment, as well as depression pills, as well as different mood stabilizer pills. And so when you go out to combat, do you really think you're going to bring an ice cooler pack with your, whether that be hormone, estrogen, or whatever it may be, while you're about to shoot someone of the opposing
team?
War?
Well, the executive
of the opposing war. Get this fucking kid off of a camera. Holy fucking shit. This is Trump supporters. This is Trump supporters. What the fuck?
That Trump gave were DEIA orders that had to do with agencies that have nothing to do with the military.
Yes, they do. Yes, they absolutely do.
The FDA They just revoked the ability of the Air Force to teach Air Force members about the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yep.
Well,
Like,
we're not-
what are we talking about here?
Tuskegee Airmen were an all-black unit of airmen during World War II. They were also one of the best pilots. They were some of the best pilots. They shot down Messerschmitt 262s, which is the world's first jet. They shot down like 3 of those German jets. They were fucking incredible heroes. And yeah, now the Navy, if you go to the Navy history website, a lot of the information has been scrubbed. There's no more mention of the Enola Gay, which is the bomber we dropped the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki from. They pulled that because Enola Gay Tibbets is the mother of the pilot that dropped the bombs, but it says gay, so they pulled that because that's woke. They pulled everything about the 6888, all black females during World War II, postal workers. They removed everything about the Tuskegee Airmen and the Harlem Hellfighters. It's all been removed. It's all been removed from the Naval History website. All of it. It's fucking insane. You want to see? I know you don't believe me, so I'm going to have to show you. Look at this. You see this red banner on the top? This says, content on this website has been revised or removed to align with the President's executive orders and the Department of Defense priorities in accordance with DoD Instruction 5400.17, official use of social media for public affairs. Now, you go, I already did this before. You type in the Enola Gay, nothing. 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 You type in the Harlem Hellfighters, nothing. You type in the Tuskegee Airmen, nothing. It's all gone. So to all of you fucking people who always say to me like, oh, just stick to history, bro, stick to history. I can't stick to history because they're actively deleting it. This is modern book burning because we don't read books anymore. This is what they do. They just scrub it off of the internet. Isn't that something, huh? Is that something you guys support? Is that something MAGA supports? Just scrubbing the history of our black units? Yeah! Yay! Yippee! Fucking unreal. Unreal. Let's keep watching.
Well,
Honestly, like they're rewriting history.
well, that's your perspective, right? But at the end of the day, if a person
Tuskegee Airmen, we can all agree, existed, right?
Just listen to this. If you were racist, right, and you were an employer, and if you wanted to absolutely be racist and exercise that, you would. I think DEI sort of prevents people from seeing the reality. If a person truly wanted to hire you based on your intellect, based on your skill set, they would. DEI essentially provides tax cuts. For the end of the year, when you create your tax returns, they give you a tax credit for hiring someone who is black or a person of color.
But the government doesn't fucking pay taxes. So what about all the government employees? The government agencies don't fucking pay taxes. So what the fuck is your argument based on?
In these agencies?
In agencies and private
In government
businesses.
agencies, they don't get tax cuts for hiring people
And
of
the other
color.
thing I
This
wanted
is
to
Exactly!
From discrimination.
The other thing I want to kind of state here is that I've realized that a lot of the times with the liberals is that you guys push for example, for DEI and people of Latino or Hispanic descent. And a lot of the times what you don't realize is you're actually doing more harm than good by putting them in positions where you make them believe that it's based on the color of their skin. It's based on...
DEIA does not is not.
It's based on merit. DEI emphasizes color, skin color, physical
it
attributes.
says that the people who work in your agency, it's about anti-discrimination.
Discrimination against what?
Against people who
are racist.
May have different cultural mores, may have different.
But that's irrelevant to a job, right? It should be based on merit. And that is the emphasis
people
here.
get hired as a merit, but if the DEI,
not if you get a
if the
tax
DEIA, I'm talking about Trump's rescission of these orders
If you received a
on
tax
these
cut
agencies.
as an employer, wouldn't you hire a person of color?
Dude,
If you could pay them less?
listen,
Government
we're talking about
pay taxes.
government agencies.
Thank
that
you, Sam.
Do not get tax cuts. They don't. Government agencies.
They don't.
No,
Yes, they do. They absolutely
Oh my
do.
God.
I'm talking about
Every
parts
private and public sector gets tax cuts when you hire a person of color.
The public sector.
Government-
The public sector doesn't pay taxes.
agencies don't pay taxes. Government agencies
Thank you, Sam!
Are funded by the government.
That is not true. That is not true. And
What? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Agencies operate are funded by the government.
that is not true. That is
This guy just said it's not true that government agencies are funded by the government. These are the stupidest fucking people in our nation.
not true. And you know what? I think
Oh my God, poor
the
Sam.
whole juxtapose of this entire conversation.
What month is this?
January.
Okay, so we can agree on that. The
Holy fuck.
FDA does not pay taxes. It does not get a tax cut because it doesn't pay taxes. DEIA forces them as an agency to say if you have a job opening, you must do your best efforts to make sure that every
I like that. I
part
love
of
me a
society.
buzzword. You must do your best effort. I
The
love that
word-
buzzword.
Okay, Paul.
Must is a buzzword? No shit, your own fucking Trump supporters flagged you to get you the fuck out. You are by far the stupidest person in this fucking circle. I mean, maybe not. I haven't fucking watched the whole video, so maybe not. What an embarrassment. I almost pity the Trump supporters who are around you because they're like, fuck, dude, this guy's making us look so stupid. Holy shit.
Because you feel like you have to. You're pressured to.
Yes.
You shouldn't be pressured to hire someone based on skin color.
No, not to hire someone on skin color, but put up notice about that the job exists. Make sure that you put it in different communities so that you have as wide an application pool as possible.
And therefore you get
All
tax
right.
cuts.
All right, return to
At
your
the
seat.
end of the year when you file taxes, you get a tax cut for hiring someone who speaks a
Please
different
return to your
language or a
seat.
different
Go
skin
back to your
color.
seat.
I don't know how to respond to that.
What a fucking jackass. Oh my God. I don't even know if I could watch this whole thing. To the people watching the video, not the stream. The stream's going to keep going, but to the people watching the video, again, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, donate $7,000 to the channel, buy some merch, use that description, use that link for ground news. Catch you in the next video. Streamers, stay. Or chat, stay. Bye.